Let's discuss about again Python program for comparison. But along with comparison, today I'll tell you so many things at the same time. Alright. So first of all, you can see here, alright, the hash. Alright, even some space is there, no issue. You can eliminate these space, no issues at all. Alright, or you give the space, then also no issues at all. Right, now you can see there at least 3 lines in this program. You can find it with a hash. So hash means to show the comments means we want to write some remark about the program. So here uh, individual line, how you can make sure that there as a remark it is not compiled or it is not interpreted or it is not read by the Python program. Okay, that's very important. And we have another option also, although here it is 2 lines and suddenly 1 line is here. Okay, so that's very important for the documentation. But again, I'll tell you that if you have multiple line, okay, if you have more description about the program, especially if you're doing software engineering, you have to make the project and you have so many. Imagine here, if I want to add one more line, something, uh, okay, anything else, okay, that this is the program, okay, written by something, whoever, written by student, whatever you want to write, anything you can write like this. But now what is that? Every time when you start the remark, every time writing the remark, you have to keep also remembering that you have to put the hash. But what else if I want to remove this hash? What is the solution for this? Alright, means instead of using hash, we can use single quote triple time. 1, 2, 3. Right? And then where you want to end it, you want to end it here. So what you can do? Again, 1, 2, 3. So now what happened? Whatever the line is there, that is treated as the message, you can see, and it is as the remark. So you can see this, it is easy. Alright. And comments in triple quotes or triple apostrophe are called docs string. Please remember, this is a particular word. If you are closing a comment, alright, maybe instead of single quote, right, it is a single quote, but instead of this, I can use 3 double quotes also. Alright, like this one, actually, this way. Okay. So, if for example, but the closing combination you keep together. Alright, if I do like this. Fine. So either you use triple time single quotes or the double quotes. It is called as the doc string. Okay, DOCS and strings. Alright, so docs is string. This also you can mention like this. So as you wish. So I'm keeping it back again as the hash. If you want, actually it is okay if continuously you want to explain something. Okay, continuously you want to explain something about your program and you want that your people should know about it. Okay, your teacher, your lab examiner, whoever it is. Alright, so this is the way how you can make the remark or mean single line and multiple line. Fine. Now here again, number 1, number 2, this is your variable, right? In this, which kind of value we are taking? Float means with points, okay, like 4.5, like this. Okay, you can take. Even if it is not there, you want to compare two number like 9 and 8, 10 like this. So simple, you can write, no problem. But 9.0 and 10.0 is just like that. Input means it is a function. Predefined function means here a person will enter the value. Okay, a person will enter the value. Now here again a tagline is there, compare the number. Now here you know what, we are not comparing the number for only greater. Most of the time I have seen the student, they learn the program for one, either find out the greater number or find out the smaller number. So in this program your both problem is solved. You never know what your teacher is expecting from you. So either in future you can skip also. If the question is saying compare the two numbers and find out which one is greater, it's okay. Wind up your program over there. If you feel that no, let me check out for the smaller at the same time, okay. And even one more condition, that okay, if it is not greater, if it is not less, then it means they are equal. Whatever is your condition, of course. So here two conditions are written like this, okay, comparison. So here number one, number two, whatever, and please use the if condition. All right, if, and afterwards there is no bracket at all. You can see very well it is not closing. The children those who have already done Java or some C++ programming or some other language, you can see it is quite complicated, and their use of lot of, that's why Python is not following any traditional rule, which is very clear, and then it's very simple. Okay, so you can see nothing is closed over here, and single colon. Okay, you can see colon, this is called colon. So indent, but in the program you can see indentation is used very nicely. It means how the program is written in each line, every instruction is very clear. Alright, and then here again print is a function. Okay, and now whatever is written in the bracket, whatever is written in the bracket, you can see very well it's as a message. Okay, it is as the message. And then again number one is less than, so here it will compare the less than, and if both the conditions are not true, see how it's going on serial wise. If this condition does not become true, then it will jump to the second condition. If the second condition is not true, it will jump to the next condition, and then it will give you the answer. Okay, so let's try. And here one more thing to know, elif. Here else if, actually it is the same thing, ELSE. Else if it's the same thing, but in Python we are going to take it as the elif. Okay, so please, once you are doing the programming, you remember always that when we combine that else plus if, to shorten this they are using elif. So else is here, okay, single, but here is like this. So let's go and run the program, but remember I have done some changes, so I have to do some saving also. Then finally run, and then I'm running the module. Let me see what answer it is giving. Okay, now see what it is telling me. Okay, what it is telling me, enter the first number. Now can you see how proper space is there, right? Proper space is there, as well as the cursor is blinking. It means it is all very well managed in that a print statement. How much space we give, how do we write, which message we type. Now for example, if I am writing simple text, even it was mentioned float. Float means actually I should write 10.0, but still I'm not writing. But let me see how it is managing. Okay, another number if I'm giving you 11. Okay, so let's see. Yes, you can see even if I have not mentioned 10.0 or 11.0, because it was float. Float means give value in points. Our students, again, I will not use the word decimal, okay. The decimal number, reason in computer it is entirely different. Okay, here decimal means 0 to 9 digits, so I will not confuse you. Keep clear your mind also that every time you say point value or floating value, just maintain that habit. And but yes, once you deal with the math subject, you deal with the same vocabulary, but if you deal with the Python programs, you deal here in a different way. So this is not the issue. All right, so this is the way how it is. So one now here it is was that 10.0 is less than, means that 10 is smaller number. All right, so let's run the program once again. Okay, here okay, first of all it was checking like this. It means my second condition was running. Reason is that I gave 10 and 11. Alright, so it skipped the first condition and it jumped. Alright, so if you want to run it again, let's see, run module. I'm just running it, and earlier what happened, that it was 10 and 11. Okay, can we try with same number, like let's try with the 15, and let's try again with the 15. Alright, both the numbers are equal. You can see, although there is no comparison is done, like means it is not done 15 is equal to 15, this kind of comparison is not done. It is it is given by default as the message, okay, both the numbers are equal. But really if you want to compare, then you have to put third condition also, again, that Then if like this, you have to do nesting. Alright, means multiple condition you have to use it. So you can see very well how two numbers are compared. Only not for the greater. Actually, it is compared for the this smaller number also, and at the same time for the equal also. Alright. So just multiple time you do the practice, and you can. And again, if you don't want it, okay, if you don't want it, you want to put it here in. Alright, let's see how it is changing your answer. Okay, so I'm going to put it the int. So let me see how it is affecting my program. Yes, whenever you make some changes, please remember to save also. Right, so I'm just running the module, and then okay, it is asking, so fine. I'm giving now 5, 5, and another number I'm giving 9. So you can see now it is simple giving, it is not giving any 0. Not giving any 0, 5.0 or 9.0, not giving anything. So are you going to deal with the integer number, or it means but why float number is gives you more freedom. Reason is that if you will take, why should I run it again? The reason is that why taking the float number is valuable and gives you more freedom. Alright, now reason is that. Now, if I want to compare two point value, like if I want to give 6.9, okay, see, it's giving you the mistake, right? It's giving you the mistake, it is not accepting the number. Fine. And when you have taken the float value, it was dealing with pure 15, 15.0. After point, there was nothing. It means it was dealing with pure number. So means 15 and 16, like this you can compare also. Alright. But if you take this way, so it gives you that you cannot deal with the point value. Alright. So this is the mistake once you will run your program. Okay. So let it be as a float. Okay, so float will give you to deal with the both the values. Alright, if your value is having some point value or without point value, then you can manage it. Alright, so if you want to try, can we try again? I'm saving it, run the program. Alright, and okay, I'm running the module. I have come at the end. Okay, let me try 6.7. Oh wow, 7 point, okay, let me see, 6.8, something like that. Okay, and now you see, so 6.7 is less than, so here it is the plus point, that without point value. Now here is the point value, like 0.7 has some value, 6.0 means no point value. So here is the best way to deal with both, so it gives you the freedom. Alright, that's why where it was written flow. I do not know how every, there are different people, those who teach in a different way, but it is my own suggestion. If you get some suggestion from other places, of course, most welcome, but yes, deep root research is always very important, right? So this is the way how you can deal with the comparison. Okay, so let's have some 1 minute gap, and then we'll discuss the another program. Now let's see the comparison of the taking the number after the comparison. Let's see how two values are swapped. Swapped means changing the value of two variables. Means I will enter some value in A, and then I will enter some value in B. But once it comes here, okay, once it comes here, so this is the pattern of declaring and initializing the value. First I declare, but here I change the value. This is one of the method. The second method I will show you how it's going to work. Alright. So I'm going to run the program first. Let me see what it is asking. It is saying, okay, enter the first value. Like, okay, my first value I'm taking 8, means A holds the value 8, and B will hold the value 9. Okay, now you see what happened. Original value, what it was, A was 8 and B was 9, but after swapping, means after changing, A becomes 9 and B becomes 8, right? So this is one of the example of the swapping. But as usual, messaging is very important. Okay, messaging is very important. Here whatever the message is typed in this double quotes, this is the correct way. Okay, enter the first value A. Sometime what happened, we miss it. Enter the first value, enter the second value, but what, we have two variables like A and B. We are putting the input. Okay, and in this question, see, freedom is given that it is not integer nor the float, nothing is a simple input is taken. Okay, simple input is taken. So here some space is given. Reason is that once you type, okay, in a terminal window the answer, you can see the message is very clear. So the way we type, like here it is started, enter the first value, and between this you can see good space, and here also proper space is given, and then finally it is closed. Now again, here why it is slash n. Okay, here the slash n means please type it in a new line. Okay, here slash n means type it in a new line, that's all. It will type all these things in a new line. Okay, so let's see how it's working with us. Okay, and now you can see the use of the curly brace also. So curly brace means it is extracting the value. Okay, see, everything has its meaning. Once we will run again. So you have seen that how this the answer is typed. So let's run once again. Okay, let's see what is giving. Okay, so run the module, and this time we'll see. Okay, fine. So see, exactly it is giving you the proper messaging. And for example, if I'm typing 10 and the second number if I'm typing 20. Okay, let's see what happened. Now you can see original value A is equal to 10. So what was the main method to use the curly braces? What was the main method to use the curly braces? You can see how it is, extracted this value here. Okay, how it's extracted the value here, and it is printing the exact thing. After swapping the value, it is also working with that variable, means that is the pattern. Okay, so only apart from printing means original value, swapped value, it's okay, but how? Although we could have written in a different way, but still there is a particular method. Okay, the use of curly braces, if you I minimize it, and you can see very well how even if the double quotes is there, right, double quote is there, double quote is there, but what happened here, A is as a message, it's not an issue, but this A is closed in the curly braces, and here B is closed in the curly braces. It means whenever the user will put the input for the A and B, it will be extracted from here, okay, from there, and it will be shown here what the value is entered by the user, actual value. Now here is the function. First of all, they have written what? They have written A, and then they have written B. And simple, what they have done? They have exchanged the value by changing the order. By changing the order. Fine. So what they have done? They have done that, okay, A is the first variable, B is the second variable, and then A will hold the answer of the B. We see how they have swapped. Okay, see how they have changed the order. Means what was A, now it is not. Now A will hold the value of B and B will hold the value of A. Alright, so this way they have simple declaration. Through the declaration method, okay, they have swapped the two values. Now let us take one temporary value. Okay, let's take one temporary value and how it swaps. For example, I'm giving you a simple. Okay, I'm giving you a simple example very soon with the picture. Just wait for 1 second. Alright, so actually I wanted to show this program in some other language, but actually I want to show you that if we have a two container, alright, if we have a two container and in both the container two different kind of juices are there. So how to interchange? Okay, how to interchange means directly we can, of course I have to empty one glass first of all. So here you can see one more glass is there which is stocked means which is treated as a temporary glass. Means first of all I have to, like for example, if glass A is there, okay, I have to empty the glass A. First A value, whatever the A container, for example if it is the orange juice and this one is the apple juice. So first of all I have to empty this container, and this container will go in temporary. And what happened now? A is empty. When A becomes empty, then we can put the value of B in A. When value of B comes in A, automatically now B will be empty. And finally, whatever the value was in the temporary glass, we can bring it here. So this is the another method. There it was the declare method. Now this is called actually the swapping. Means we need one variable A, second variable B, and then one more variable that is called the temporary. Means how to write down. Okay, so let's see how we have to do this. So let's come back to the previous program, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remark it. Okay, so another condition I have, that I have this condition actually, that is the glass condition. Alright, this is the glass condition. But let's see how it's going to work first of all. Okay, now what I have done, I have taken a glass temporary, and the value of A will go in temporary, and then A will become empty, and then let's see how it's going to print. Okay, let's run. I hope no mistakes. Okay, and finally I'm going to save it and then run the module. Alright, so it is saying fine. First, I'm taking A should be 45, right? And then I want that another value should be something different. Let's take another bigger number. Okay, fine. And then what happens? See, it is also working, right? It's also working. Now what happened here? I have entered A as a 45, B as a 100, but now what happened? The value is swapped. So students, just remember both the method. Both the method is not wrong, but you should know very well. Here I have put the remark, but actually it is not the remark. Okay. So what do you want? Should I write down? See, simultaneously assignment, and here is the traditional swap using a third variable. So I hope you will remember, although I have put here the remark, and once you remove the remark and then you put as you wish, one by one method you remember. Okay, so this is the actual program, but make sure one method should be active at a time. If you are using second method, so make sure the second means remember the remarking, single quote, double quotes, using the hash, whatever you want. Okay, so see how much time. Just I have finished only explanation of two programs, and it took a lot of time. So see, this is called study. You know, if you learn method by method, so there is no issues at all. Okay. So again, please remember the use of curly braces here. Okay, after putting is equal to, this curly braces only bringing the actual value from there. Okay, so keep watching. Remember to subscribe. Wait for the next two programs. Yes, of course. Almost in 30 minutes we are able to do two programs. Actually, this is called actual practice, and at the same time, you know, understanding also. Alright, so keep doing, and remember to subscribe, share with the beginners, those who are just started the Python and they want to know the complete explanation. Thank you for watching. Keep watching.